Good morning, how are we doing? Hope you're good. Welcome to the morning show. If you're on, please do drop a like, comment and share to tell me that you are through. This morning we're going to be talking about why I sometimes feel I'm not good enough. It might relate to why you sometimes don't feel good enough about anything in life. But before we do, if you haven't registered for my free, no hidden cost, no scamming, no nothing like that, just genuine free 5-day Fire It Up challenge, which starts this Monday. 5 tasks, 5 coaching sessions to raise your game, build some pillars. And there is, of course, at the end, an opportunity to come and work with me for 6 weeks if you want to. Or you can take what you've learned and crack on by yourself and develop yourself. So not feeling good enough. Okay, a common trait in men. But we don't talk about it because we're men and we're fucking hard as fucking nails, right? That's what we do. Fucking self-belief? Fuck off, you wiener. Alright? We all struggle with self-belief. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's something that plagues our brains, our lives, our minds, our emotional state, our thought processes, our actions. Self-belief is something that we're always going to have. I wonder where it comes from. It comes from maybe your past, it maybe comes from your childhood, comes from your current relationship, maybe it's come from just feeling like you don't know who you are and a lack of confidence since you've had kids. Who fucking knows? It's going to be different for everybody. But let me give you one example of where mine comes from. It's only one, and there's no right or wrong, it's just a thought process. And I'm just going to be open and honest about it. So one of the main things that fills me with self-doubt and not being good enough and kind of makes me fall into this little self-pity bubble where you fucking start feeling sorry for yourself, and that is comparing yourself to other people or other businesses or other factors or external factors. So the first one, a big one, is actually, as a lot of you kindly point out, I am fucking punching in my relationship. My missus is fucking turbo essence. She is fit, okay? 10 years younger than I am, so I fucking won the lottery. Thank you. But I constantly have the feeling that I don't feel good enough. And all your comments that say about me punching above my weight really helps. Just being sarcastic. But it's truth. Went on a holiday, I saw this guy, Turkish guy, fit fucking Turkish guy. Woo! It was hot. So don't worry guys, I just appreciate a good looking guy. You know, all the fucking muscles bulging, he was fit. And I kept on comparing myself to this motherfucker. And comparing how I looked compared to him and thinking, well, Jemima would be much better suited to someone her own age like that. Someone who's fit, fucking energetic. Someone who's not a miserable bastard like me. So I start thinking I'm not good enough and I wind myself up and it makes me feel insecure and all my insecurities rise. And I think, God, why is Jen not with someone like that? I'm not good enough. And then I fucking become a little self-pity, miserable fuck. And she says to me, you're winding yourself up, aren't you? And I went, yeah, I am. Yeah, I can't help it. And then I wake up the next day and I think, what a twat. So that comparison of somebody who I think is better than me lowers my self-belief in myself, makes me fall into this self-pity mode. You might be able to relate to that because for many men that I've worked with or spoken to, that's the pattern. We don't feel we're good enough to get fit, we don't feel we're good enough to change, we don't feel like we're good enough to be someone's dad, someone's husband. And that's a common theme. And you might be able to relate to what I'm talking about there. But it's fine because I choked him out and buried him, so I don't have to worry about that Turkish guy anymore. Anyway, moving on, another example is when I see other businesses or I see other people doing similar things to what I'm doing. So I see how successful they're being without really looking into how long they've been going, what they've been doing. and I look at that and I compare myself and what I'm doing to what they're doing, and then I start feeling shit about myself because I'm not at that level. I'm not there yet. And it creates a limiting belief mindset for me. It opens up the emotions of self-belief again, and am I doing the right thing? Am I heading in the right direction? And unconsciously, I know that we are. I know that we're growing. I know that we're getting there. But you know, some of the guys that I look at have been in business for like 12 years. They've been doing this for 10 to 12 years. But I don't take into consideration any of those factors. I just simply look at one thing and start comparing myself to it. And because I'm not up to that level, I doubt myself. And then the doubt sometimes affects your work ethic or your mindset or your confidence. And that's where it starts like grinding down on you over and over and over again. Okay? And for you to be able to relate to that might be a case that you missed out on promotion to somebody else and you felt you were better at that job. So that's going to just knock your self-belief. Maybe you're not getting the gratitude or recognition that you deserve at work or at home with all the work that you do. Again, that will affect you unconsciously in your mind that you're not good enough. So comparisons, whether it's in a personal or professional factor, will end up playing havoc with your insecurities, with your self-belief, with believing that you are good enough for somebody or something. And that will eventually affect your workouts, your nutrition, your focus, your drive, your passion. Because unconsciously it will be like chipping away at you under the armour. Okay? It'll be chipping away, and you'll be using that emotional state as an excuse not to show up for your workout, to be bad-tempered, to drink, to take drugs, to hire prostitutes, whatever the fuck it is that you do, to do coke or drugs. And you feel that's your escapism because you don't feel that you're good enough. Well, I'm going to finish this live or this podcast, however you're consuming this material, by saying that you are fucking good enough. Doesn't matter what anybody else externally thinks about you or how much they believe in you or don't believe in you. I listened to a podcast yesterday with Tony Robbins and Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson said to me the number one factor to his growth and his turnaround was that he believed in himself and didn't give a fuck about what anyone else believed in terms of him. He believed in himself. He believed he was good enough to change. He believed that he was good enough for his wife and his children. And when you start believing in yourself, amazing things start to happen, because the external factors such as other businesses, such as really good looking muscular Turkish men don't matter, because you have the confidence that my partner is into me, that your partner is into you, and you are good enough for your partner, that you are good enough for your followers, your clients, that your business is good enough for what you're trying to achieve. And then you start showing up. Then you start getting your workouts done. Then you start eating better. Then you start getting 1% better each day. Then you start growing as an individual and getting out that self-pity mindset. Feel sorry for yourself. Head down, kicking a can down the road. You get fired up for life. You start striving for greatness. And that's how fucking journeys start, guys. It starts with self-belief. Guys, if you haven't already signed up, get into the free 5-day Fire It Up challenge. The link somewhere on this post or on my Instagram post or wherever the fuck it is. If you can't find it, message me. I bid you a good day. Thank you for listening. If you've managed to get this way, I'd love to know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Laters.